Welcome to Chai Time. I'm Shadma Khan.
Well, my name is Sangeeta Dua. Today we have a wonderful lady in the studio as a guest. Let me tell a little bit about her. Yes, she is in her early 70s, born in Bombay, raised in Pakistan, been in Dubai for 10 years, and also been in Houston, pioneer since 1977. None other than Ms.Mariam Eisa. We know her as a Mother Teresa in our community because the amount of work and effort and energy that she has put into our community to help our community to progress is totally unspeakable and remarkable, I should say. Well, we're going to talk to Ms.Mariam Eisa. Welcome, Ms. Mariam.
Thank you so much for having me over here and being able to share all my experiences with the Asian community. And I would like to help anybody if they want any advice on voluntary work, as I've been doing it for years and years and years.
Yes, pleasure having you here. Honor to have you as a guest with us.
Thank you.
And we just want to talk about your background a little bit. I understand that you were a housewife for so long, raising your two beautiful children, your son and your daughter. And
Yes.
now they are like, they've graduated, they're gone about, the birds are out of that nest. And when you found some time and then you decided to go do some charity work, and how did you begin your career? Starting to do the charity all together, or did you have anything else in mind, or did you do anything else besides the charity or before what you did?
No, charity work I've been doing right from Pakistan, as my father was very, very philanthropist out there, and I think that's whom I got the qualities from. And so when I came here, I did charity. Then I wanted to do something, and they told me that why don't you go and take a travel agency course and get out of the house so you can keep yourself occupied. I was in that for just a couple of years, but I didn't like it.
That didn't interest
Me because there's a lot of entertaining there. And so I thought it was not my cup of tea. Then I went in downtown, I bought an office supply and printing press. And
For all of a sudden, from the travel agency to a printing press, what a change.
That was a good opportunity I got because a friend of mine saw this business and he asked me to be his partner. So it was a good opportunity for me to be a businesswoman. But I had enough of being a businesswoman, so my heart was in humanitarian work.
Yes.
And that's how I left that and came back to my, and I've been on a lot of boards out here representing my Pakistani community for over 15 years.
Wow.
Yes, 15 years I've been leading my community in the mainstream, because what happens is our community tend to be within the community and they don't go out and help the other people. And I wanted to really bring them out because this city has given us a lot and now it is payback time for us. We should give back to the city. And that's the way I had this. I was the founder of Pakistani American Volunteers Association and also the Pakistani Women's Association.
Yes, I have it written down in front of me. You were the founder of Pakistani Association of Women Organization and also APAWA, which is a volunteer association, as well as the Afghani refugees that you used to help again. And then I also have you were at the president as APAHA.
Yes, right.
And what's the full form of APAHA?
APAHA is the Asian Pacific American Heritage.
Asian Pacific Heritage American
right.
Okay.
And this is a very good organization for any South Asians to join, because this is where I learned the most from all my Chinese and Japanese friends and all.
You were also the president of SSCC, which is South Asian Chamber of Commerce, and also PAGH.
I was on the trustees board.
Yes, and AAC.
That's right, Asian American Coalition.
And the most critical one, you were at the 80-20, which is a political organization, and you were part of it, which is a very, very mainstream. And I recommend to everybody, if you have a little bit of interest in politics, join the 1820 organization. Is also APAHA, as she just suggested. You were also in PALC.
That's right. That's PALC is in Washington. This is the Pakistani American Liaison Center. Any issues regarding Pakistani Americans living in America or any issues against Pakistan, we have a lobby down there with 78 congressmen, Republicans and Democrats. So they fight for our issues.
And Asian Society of
Asia Society and
Pacific?
no,
Or UNICEF?
And UNICEF. These
UNICEF.
I was on the board of those two. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. And this one just tells her that how long you have been in the community, because it's quite an achievement to become a member. Not only becoming a member there, but you've been very, very active, and you've been on the board of trustees as well as being the president of all of these organizations. This is not an easy task. It is quite an achievement for a woman like you who have been been to this country. You came here in 1977. 77, being a housewoman and not having like a graduate or a master or any kind of degrees from this country, and coming from back home and having a basic degree from home and getting this far into the mainstream, I think it's quite remarkable.
And to tell you the truth, I didn't know myself I was capable of taking all these important positions.
Well, it shows you are.
Yeah, I learned a lot, and I've changed 100%.
Yes, and she also had few questions for you.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
No, it's okay. I always think that when we start volunteering, it doesn't happen after marriage.
Yeah.
It's something that is embedded in us, and it happens very early in life.
Exactly.
So when did it start for you?
When I was 10 years old.
Okay.
I would give away my pocket money to any poor person I found on the street, and my mother would get very annoyed because they would stand down my house waiting for me to give them more money. And mommy says, you're encouraging them to come here every day, So, but my father was a big philanthropist down there, and even my mother did a lot of charity. So I think I learned from my parents.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's an inherited trait, I guess.
Yes, exactly.
So what is that you feel that you've given in so much time, even having your children? Do you feel that you're really fulfilled in life with your community and doing humanitarian work, and at the same time taking care of your family? Do you
That's
feel?
a very, very good question,
do you
Shadma. I always wanted to ask her that. I'm so glad you brought that. You compiled the three questions in one sentence. So beautifully done. So here's your.
Yeah. See, the only thing I asked God, I said, please give me good health and strength, so that I can help your people out there. And that's what, and thank God, I have such a good support group that anytime I go out to my friends and tell them I need some money for this project or that, they very blindfoldedly give it to me.
They trust you.
They trust me, and I think that's the biggest honor in life, is to have that respect and trust from people.
Even I feel that I also do a lot of volunteer work, and there are times that money is really important, and you need it.
Exactly.
And it's not that you can provide everything. So when people like that, like you said, if you didn't have monetary support from your friend, you wouldn't be where you are. So we also thank those people who come out and just go out of their way and share their wealth with others.
In a good way.
And you won't believe, every time I say, God, please give me money enough myself, so I don't have to ask anybody else, and I can help many of your people.
That's true. That's true.
So I play the lotto every week.
We're gonna take a short break.